just look in the mirror, don't know what to say, but I'm happy the man I is.
Goddamn, we back at it. Pusha T's album. It's almost dry. It's almost dry. It's here. What an interesting title for an album. But Pusha T, man, goddamn, released Daytona back in 2018. One of my favorite albums, and one of the highly critical acclaimed albums in 2018. And then Pusha T fell off the face of the earth. Did a couple featured verses here and there, as he does, as people do after they release the album. And he came back in 2021 on Pop Smoke's album, Television, featuring also had Kanye West on there. He said Tyler the Creator got the album of the year for now, but Pop dropped, then Pusha T about to drop. And then he disappeared. He didn't release the album at all the rest of 2021. I'm just like, when are we going to get the album? They finally hear a few snippets. Then earlier this year, we got Diet Coke as a single. We got Hear Me Clearly, produced by Nigo. I can never pronounce his name right. And then a couple weeks ago, we got, Next and Risk featuring Jay-Z, which is not as good as the original track that he had about 4 or 5 years ago or so. But it's still pretty solid. But now we're getting the album. It's almost dry. It's a 12-track album where we already listened to 3 of them, so this is going to be a little bit shorter. But yeah, man, I'm expecting a lot of good things from Pusha T. Pusha T puts out album of the year quality albums, and I think it's going to be a good time. Looking at the track list, we got 2 tracks with Kanye West, and one of them has a Kid Cudi feature on there. Well, if you don't know, you haven't been up in the news, Kid Cudi and Kanye West have kind of dissolved their relationship between one another, because Kid Cudi is still friends with Skeet. Pete Davidson, you know, the whole ordeal with the Kardashians is a whole different thing. And Kid Cudi actually came out a couple days ago and said this track was made about a year ago, so he cleared it along the way. This is for Pusha T, and then he said this is probably the last time we're ever going to hear a Kid Cudi and Kanye West on the track together, which is sad and unfortunate, but it is what it is, you know. Hopefully they do come together, they go through maybe a few months, few years, and finally just hit one another. Like just bygones be bygones, water under the bridge, and many other phrases that we hear from time and time again. And hopefully things resolve out and get better, because Kid Cudi and Kanye West go way back, like 4 Flats on a Cadillac for like over a decade now, and every time they come together, it's always solid, great music. I mean, just look at Donna recently with Moon, absolutely beautiful track we had Don Toliver on there. Just Kanye West and Kid Cudi, they are a match made in heaven when it comes to artistry, and that collaboration is just always a good time when they always come together. But that's a whole different thing. Hopefully they do come back together. But Pusha T is looking solid. Scrape It Off has Lil Uzi and Don Toliver. We got Malice, Labyrinth, and yeah, it's looking very interesting. This album is executive produced between Kanye West and the Neptunes, which has Pharrell Williams on it. So yeah, I'm expecting big things from it. So with all that being said, with my disclaimer coming through, with all my reaction reviews, my album reaction reviews, there's gonna be a lot of cuts, jumps, and skips throughout the entirety of it. It's not something I want to do, it's something I have to do to avoid copyright from UMG, Atlantic, all the record labels out there, because if it gets copyrighted, it's going to be a high percentage chance that it's going to get blocked, and then no one's going to be able to watch it. And if I edit this video, I'm recording this video, it's going to be all without a purpose, and I'm just talking to myself at the end of the day. But, well, I kind of am already talking to myself, talking to a camera, but that's besides the point. I just have to do the jumps and cuts and skips throughout the entirety of different songs. It's just something I don't want to do, it's just something I have to do. But that disclaimer out the way, Pusha T, It's Almost Dry, full album reaction. Let's hop into it. First track we got is Brambleton. Brambleton? That is one hell of a word. Never heard that word before, but let's hop into it.
They're gonna die. We was out in Brambleton after Coupes got hit. Club my nose, but my nose was on some shootouts. You and I, we were different like the two got me. I know your face being all across the news outlets with me forever. I would never talk to you about laid up, counting a million. We daydream till the plug took back his half. That's they change. Who was with you wrong? Knew our dynasty would end up a J Day thing.
They hit it with the Rick Ross horn.
Had a million answers, didn't have a clue. Why Michael kissed Fredo and Godfather too. Did it all, man, just to move your brick. That had me on Brambleton back when Pooh got hit. Well, tone it down. I don't wanna hold you down.
And that's Pusha T, Brambleton. That track was alright to me. That didn't do too much. That was a nice little intro track though to introduce us to the album. Yeah, that was alright. Brambleton, that was alright. Nothing too crazy. The next track we got is Let the Smokers Shine the Coupes. Let the Smokers Shine the Coupes. What an interesting track indeed. This production is very interesting. The way like dun 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 dun, and then they had like a little speed of like dun dun dun. I'm enjoying the production so far. I'm definitely enjoying the production of this track. Yeah, Let the Smokers Shine the Coupes. I'm liking it. It reminds me like a 2000s like club music type beat. That's what it kind of reminds me like the drums kind of reminds me of. But I'm just enjoying it right now though.
The dope game destroyed my youth. Now Kim Jones, Dior, my suits. Cocaine, Dr. Seuss.
Hitting us with the piano?
Coca leaf and potpourris. Chains over the passport teeth. Rich bitches that love the boost. I'm just here to find the truth. If cocaine's Dr. Seuss.
And let's let the smokers shine. The Coupes. I definitely enjoyed more so the production, more so than Pusha T's rapping and the flow and all that. His bars. That was more so. They talk about rapping cocaine, of course. That's Pusha T's forte. We all love Pusha T talking about rapping cocaine, but definitely the production was definitely the highlight of that track for me. The next track we got is "Dreamin of the Past" featuring Kanye West. One of the two verses we getting from Kanye West. Gonna be interesting to see what he says, how the things go about. Cause you know, Kanye West been putting out some features of the year, City of Gods with Fabio, and then what's this? Yeah, it was earlier this year. I was thinking, yeah, it was way earlier this year. The Game with Easy. Definitely enjoyed it. One of my favorite tracks earlier this year. But Dreamin of the Past, Kanye West. Let's hop into it. Right out the gate, I can already tell. It's gonna be a nice, crazy ass sample flip from Kanye West, solely produced by him. I can already tell this is a Kanye track through and throughout from the production from that little bit, and then his first year. It's definitely gonna be a Kanye track right here.
I got plenty, it's so many, yeah. They say give me, he got plenty, yeah. My way keeping niggas on the bikes like ambulance. Wait, niggas get money, like yay sampling. Good stuff, make the drum line holler in top 5. I only see top me. Award shows the only way you and your bitch income combining. Sending Lorraine Schwartz diamond mining. Fine, I'm get away for ourselves. We ain't need no wishes. There's levels, there's layers, so pray for the players. Walking down like Brady gets better with time. Didn't have to reinvent the wheel, just a better design. It's prime, yet always where the money's at, like lottery signs. Still I climb, puff and puff in the club, then I gotta be shine. Comedy's all across the board, this monopoly's mine.
Damn, Kanye, we getting a little pause, little transition, just straight into Kanye. Just Kanye just throwing it to your face. Like, God damn, can we get a transition or something? It just came in so abruptly. And he got a relatively short verse. It's only in the last like 30-odd seconds in the track, but let's see what Kanye got to say.
Used to watch the Fresh Prince and pray the house to be mine. Could have bought it, but I ain't like the way the kitchen designed. When daddy's at home, the family's in danger. I got plenty.
That was like 4 bars. Oh, God. He talked about wanted to buy the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air house, but didn't like the design of the kitchen, which is, yeah, I can see that. And then talked about the whole Kim and Kanye situation. Yeah, that I knew that had to been thrown in somewhere, but yeah, that was a short verse. That was like that was only 15 seconds that he was throwing in there. But let's keep it going. And that's Dreamin of the Past featuring Kanye West. I enjoyed that track. It's definitely my favorite track that we've gotten so far outside of the singles, of course. That was hardly a Kanye feature, but I guess he can add on to the fact that he most likely produced the track. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that track. Dreamin of the Past, Kanye West, definitely enjoyed that. Kanye West had just like 4 bars. Barely said anything, barely contributed to the track, but it's not hearing that. Maybe the rock and roll track with Kid Cudi is probably going to be a lot longer. The next track we're gonna do is Just So You Remember. The next track would be Nick and Rich with Jay-Z and Pharrell Williams, but like I said, we already heard that track was already a single before, and also did a reaction to it. I put a link up there, probably a link in the bio with all the rest of the other reactions. But Just So You Remember, let's hop into it.
You come out to the light, can your eyes behold the sight? Remember who you dealing with, the number don't change, I know who the chemist is. Brick by brick we kept open dealerships, living a lie but die for your images. There's guns involved like Cal, my Joker smile, you know who the villain is. Just
oh, not the laugh too.
In the attic was not for a ceiling fan, Army Celine, the wardrobe is...
That hole in that ain't not made for the ceiling fan. I know what you referencing there, Pusha T, but I'm overall enjoying this track with the laid back production. This is where Pusha T shines, when there's a very laid back production. And this is when you know Pusha T is gonna absolutely snap people with bar after bar, punch after punchline after punchline. Cause like this track kind of reminds me of Numbers on the Board, which how old that track? That track is like 10 years old or so. I think. Yeah, roughly 10 years old, but this track kind of reminds me of Numbers on the Board, where it's a laid back production, but it's just like hard hitting from Pusha T. I definitely enjoyed this track so far.
Just so you remember who you dealing with, the purest snow.
Anger in his voice.
Drugs will turn niggas limitless. Designer clothes, these hoes.
Drugs and limitless.
Pyrex talks, but I'm the ventriloquist. Language different, I'm damn near an immigrant. The needle is sharp, but they ain't shooting insulin. You missing a point, these drums ain't Timberlands. For the bill, you niggas still chipping in. You Google to death, the shit I get driven in. The cane is sugar and cut by Dominicans. Open the box, just so you remember who you dealing with.
And that's Just So You Remember. Pusha T. Thoroughly enjoyed that track. Definitely enjoyed the anger, the grittiness in Pusha T's voice. Like I said, it kind of reminds me of Numbers on the Board, where it was a laid back kind of production, but just allowing Pusha T to shine, to hit you with bars at the bar. And yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite tracks on the album so far. The next track would be Diet Coke. Like I said, it was the first single we got from this album. Or did the reaction to, it's going to be up here. Link down below. And the next track we're gonna listen to is Rock and Roll featuring Kanye West and Kid Cudi. Like I said earlier in the video, hopefully this will not be the last track we hear Kanye West and Kid Cudi together on a track, because I hope they all come together at one point, because they always make good music together. But if this is the last time, let's see how it sounds. Sound like Kanye produced again.
Hop back in the matrix, get a Maybach backpack, now it's off to the races. Had them tap my phones, so I blurred out the faces. The new David Ruffin, I just follow temptation. When my son is like a work of art, his father's like Shakespeare. I've done the impossible. I should wear a cape, been getting changed here. So what's really changed here? Still next to Ye in here.
Before Kid Cudi continue on with the film, I'm assuming it's the chorus. Ooh, the vibe of this track, the sample just will make me just vibe out to it. But then you got Pusha T hard, gritty ass voice on the track. It's like, I'm trying to listen to the bars and the punchlines and stuff, but the sample it's just so groovy, it's so moving, and it's just like, and then we got Kid Cudi the chorus, like, ah, man, I'm interested to see how Kanye West is gonna slide on here, man. I'm definitely enjoying this track too.
Taking risks, touching lives, fuck your hits, touch the skies when you rich. I done glowed every risk, every plot got a twist. When you sink a battleship, I'm confused by getting at these coins as I'm breaking down a brick. Make the jump to each level, Super Mario exists. All the spoons that were big. I accepted you to learn. All the time, selfish thinking you was mine. I showed party time, coming and going, make up your mind. I ain't coming, pick up the kids and pick a fight. Going on, showing off. Me over the edge, don't know if I'm falling or flying. Mama, but sometimes I was right. Take these hands, hold on with all of your might. Walk in the shine.
Oh, did they hit us with the slow down Kid Cudi vocals? And probably we gonna get some hums too. Oh, Kid Cudi, man, Cudilicious in his vocals to close it out. Oh, Lord, I love it. And that's Rick and Roll featuring Kanye West and Kid Cudi. That's definitely my favorite track from the album, including the singles as well. That track go crazy from the production, the two verses from Pusha T, the verse from Kanye West, still continuing to talk about his whole life issues with Kim Kardashian and his kids, and then the vocals provided from Kid Cudi. Oh, this is the last time we're gonna have Kid Cudi and Kanye West on the track together, man. It was one hell of a way to go out because that track is just so beautiful. That track was just so good, y'all. That track was on the money. That track was definitely on the money. The next track we got is Call My Bluff. Oh man, Pusha T, Call My Bluff. I can already know where this is going.
Everything don't need to be addressed. The pull-ups like a FedEx truck. 1-800 call my bluff. Buffalo shrimp from my Himas. Been a fiend called dangerous, extremely armed. Shout to the branches, Antoine and Sean. So we only in the sport to be LeBron's. When you use the platinum, that gold be bronze. Your favorite very drug money from lawn to lawn. We learn from the wizards and paparons. Right now, 1-800 call my bluff. Calling my bluff, gon' answer hello. So now everybody asking what happened. They know, rather watch the sunset. I wish my fan base was more like J. Cole's. But dope boys gotta be the man like they know. I'm specializing, not getting locked up. Akon.
They locked up, they won't let me out.
I can send some niggas around there right now. 1-800 call my bluff.
And that's Call My Bluff by Pusha T. Thoroughly enjoyed that track. That was a nice little laid back track, nothing too crazy, nothing too exciting. Unlike Rock and Roll, Rock and Roll go absolutely crazy. But Call My Bluff had a nice little laid back feel to it. And I believe like the high pitchedness of Pusha T's voice, I think that definitely fitted the track as well. I think hearing like that production with grittiness of Pusha T's voice would have been a little odd, but I definitely enjoyed the higher pitchedness or whatever they did to his voice. But yeah, that track was pretty good. The next track we got is Scrape It Off, which has Lil Uzi Vert and Don Toliver. I can see Don Toliver and Lil Uzi Vert coming together, but Pusha T is going to be very interested seeing how this is going to be done, but only one way to find out, right? Don Toliver, man. Pick the white like cotton. Really, Lil Uzi Vert? Really? You had to say that line? That's probably one of the worst lines of 2022 I've heard so far. You gotta pick the white like, oh my, Lil Uzi. Why?
These niggas sneaker than a damn proxy. Call my shorty, he said copy. Get that nigga plug like a
what do you know about proxies?
Hit my buzz like what?
New toys, convoys, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100, and I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy.
Thumbs up the flex.
You need a couple keys, I'm the connect, my boy. Off the top.
And that Scrape It Off, which had Lil Uzi Vert and Don Toliver, that track actually turned out well. There was a very interesting track, the mashup between them, but that was done very well. The production was something I definitely would have never heard Pusha T rap on, but definitely he did a good job. Lil Uzi Vert had a solid verse besides that picking cotton line. My goddamn. And then Toliver providing his excellent vocals. His vocals has always be hitting every time. Excited to see his shine and his growth the last few years. And yeah, that track definitely came off well together. Yeah, definitely enjoyed that. The next track would be Hear Me Clear, which featuring Negro? I still don't forever won't know how to pronounce that man's name. But once again, that was the second single, I believe. Tag up here, link down below, or the reaction to it. But the next track we're going to listen to is Open Air. Interesting. Let's find out what it's about.
Selling cocaine in the open air, the boats is there, the notes is there, yeah, the ropes is there. We turning on the lights, you roaches clear.
It's kind of like roaches lights come on.
And we been let down by who's supposed to care.
Facts.
Do your body like folded chairs. Sit down. Selling cocaine and bricks like blocks of government cheese. 700 for the Japanese dungarees. $1 million dog collar, I'm plucking you fleas. See none of those walk, aka rest in peace. Her mother's worst fear is you die in the streets. 17 mine, watch you niggas blow it all, just trying to compete. Selling cocaine in the
And that's Open Air. I thoroughly enjoyed that track. That's definitely one of those tracks again with the beat and production is laid back, and it just allows Pusha T to shine as he do his rap. It's kind of like Call My Bluff, and then just so you remember, yeah, all the tracks is pretty much solo tracks with Pusha T. It's pretty much all the tracks where just the beat is typically laid back and just allow him to shine, allow him to spit and do his thing, because that's definitely when he's at his best. And now we're down to the last track, I Pray For You, featuring Labyrinth and Malice. Of course, this has been a very short album, man. When it's only 12 songs, and they all pretty much like 2.5 to 3 minute songs, especially when we've already done reactions to the other songs, definitely allowed to be easy and nice and smooth. So this album reaction this video gonna be a little bit shorter than usual than other album reaction videos, but down to the last track, I Pray For You. And those the vocals to open up. Not the organs. Hitting us with the organs? I believe they call organs.
Rarely do you see the phoenix rise from the ashes.
Ooh, I had no idea what the beat was going to actually sound down. Okay, I know these organs. I believe they're organs. I know these keys going to be interesting on the beat. But then the way they came in with the drums, like, yeah, it's definitely going to be a banger. It's definitely going to be a banger.
Self-preservation, we separate ourselves from the plastic. The ankle of my sweats land in the soft white. Cook it till it's off-white. They questioning my scorecard, hold it to a torchlight. The married drug dealer even named my son Bricks. He raps when he lives, so things of the Pyrex. How my brother's keeper if you listen and you dissect. All I talk is money if you listen to my dialect. Bitch, I shot rhyme forever when the shit you write is timeless. We gon' live forever cause the shit we write is timeless.
Man, my motherfucker was absolutely snapping right there.
Tell me what I missed. New designer drugs and emotions I don't get. Vietnam flashbacks, I get triggered by a sniff. Today's top 5 opened up your nose like I'm cutting it with Vicks. Slaving over stoves like I'm rubbing together sticks. In a suit and tie like you putting on the Ritz. Pre-record deals trying to milk a game that is only 2%.
Oh my God!
I beat you with the love of God, that don't make us friends. I might whisper in his ear, bury all of them. Light another, put the ring back on her finger, marry it again.
My God. And that's I Pray For You. What a goddamn way to close out the album, man. Holy, shout out to DJ Academics. Holy, that motherfucking Pusha was absolutely snapping on that last track. Good God. It's almost dry. That's an absolutely solid album. That man Pusha T was absolutely snapping on this album. He was definitely sliding and gliding. Shout out to Dizzy Wright. He released a project last week, so shout out to Dizzy Wright. Yeah, this album is high quality. It's definitely one of my favorite albums of the year. I mean, this is only first listen. I'm saying right now, first listen. I gotta look through it. Hold on, let me look through what came out. Let me just scroll through my thick ass playlist. Let me just see what's out. Okay. Now that's late last year. No, that's earlier this year. Yeah, a lot of music came out this year so far. We still got Travis Scott, Future, Logic in his Vinyl Days. The last 2 tracks definitely did reaction to that, so definitely check those out. Well, Down to 2 came out, but that's a whole different story. I still haven't listened to any of that because that's bullshit. Benny the Butcher with Tenor Talk 4, Saba, Denzel Curry. So yeah, there's a lot of solid albums that's coming out this year, but I think as of right now, Pusha T, It's Almost Dry is definitely, I think it's my album of the year. I put it just ahead of Tenor Talk 4 from Benny the Butcher. First listen, I'm giving it like a 8.5, maybe a 9. That's a high quality album, man. It's almost dry. Shout out to Kanye West, having 2 verses on here. 1 1/4, because that first verse was basically nothing. Shout out to him for producing this. Shout out to the Neptunes, Pharrell Williams, producing this as well. High quality. Some of my favorite songs, Rock and Roll with Kanye West and Kid Cudi, that's definitely my favorite track, because that track go crazy for the production, from the verses, the vocals. That was overall solid. All the singles I thoroughly enjoy. Dream of the Past I enjoy as well. Scrape It Off, Lil Uzi Vert and Don Toliver turned out better than I thought it was. Then I Pray For You, good God, I Pray For You, the way Pusha T was snapping on there is absolutely insane, good God. Only. And the production on that track was good too, but yeah. Pusha T, it's almost dry. Definitely give it like an 8.5 to 9 out of 10. That's definitely my album of the year so far, because God, from Pusha T snapping and sliding, to the production, the features all added and did well on the whole thing. Yeah, that's definitely. And it's nice and short. It's only 12 tracks too. I said the sweet spot is 12 to 15 tracks. I'm gonna always say that. It's about 35 minutes long in total. That is just so perfect. And plus, it allows me not to make this video long as hell. But if I keep on talking, it's gonna be long as hell. But yeah, that's Almost Dry. Pusha T. Let me down below what you think about it. But in my opinion, it's the album of the year. Let me down below if it's the album of the year for you, or you have Benny the Butcher, or Saba, or Denzel Curry, or anyone else that's album of the year. Tell me down below what you think about the album. But for Almost Dry, Pusha T, it's my album of the year so far. So, if you like the video, please like the video. I got more content like this always coming soon, so please subscribe. Goddamn Pusha T. Goddamn. Another album of the year contender. Cause whoo, holy. Absolutely beautiful album. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.